Welcome to Texas Today. I'm Adriana Lopez. We continue our celebration of the histories, cultures, and contributions of the American Latino community and their ancestors for Hispanic Heritage Month. One of those contributions comes in the form of art. Known as the Piñata Man, Alfonso Hernandez has taken a staple from Mexican culture to the next level by creating life-size piñatas that are almost too good to break open. This is his story.
What I'm about to do, I call it rapping. I don't know what else to call it. So technically, I'm one of the best rappers in Dallas. I got into making piñatas mainly from my sister. She was looking to buy a piñata from Mexico, and I wanted to give it a shot, so I asked her if I could make it for her. When I started making the piñatas, it just felt comfortable, like it was super easy. And within the first 20 minutes of putting a piñata together, I sent a text message. And I was like, hey, this is it. And at that moment, within the first 20 minutes, I knew that this was the road that I was gonna take. So I've taken something that has been in the culture for a very long time. So back then, you'd hear piñatas and stuff, you kind of laugh at them, they looked funny, they looked weird. A lot of people have had piñatas. And what I've done is I've taken something that they're used to and taken it to another level, made it better. So now my piñatas are viewed as art. So what I'm working on right here is the feathered serpent from the Mayan temple. I am putting on the feathers, which are gonna be cardboard. And I think for the Mexican community, I think that that's a big deal. Now we have something to be proud of. It's like, hey, here goes my piñata, versus oh, that's the piñata. Whether it's old or new, whether it's something that I've created in the past or something that I've never created before, I find joy in it. If it's something that's old, I get another opportunity to make it a little bit better. And if it's something that's new, well, I get an opportunity to make something new, so it's a bit of a challenge. First thing is the design. What am I building? I usually do a little bit of research, kind of review them all, understand all of the shapes and stuff like that, and then from that I'll create a design, like a 2D design. Make sure I get all of the proportions correctly. And then after the design, I will start to build it. I usually have a little bit of freedom on how to decorate it, because the way that I decorate my piñatas is untraditional. I do paint my sculptures, or I call it piñata sculptures, but I do paint them. I try to make them look as realistic as possible. I use paper, I use glue. Sometimes I use a little bit of flour to make the glue thicker. Use a lot of cardboard and a lot of tape. I use a lot of tape. I should have named myself Tape Man. I think that would have been better. Some of my favorite pieces, I would say most of them are my favorite pieces. I enjoy making them. Each one of them has its own challenges. I don't think I've ever given up on a piñata. I've had some that it's never the piñata. I've never given up on a piñata. I have had some that have stretched out a long time, and I think Selena was the hardest one, mainly because of her getting her face right. Definitely the best part of each one is just finishing it. The journey through making it is sometimes it's hard, it's difficult, it takes a long time. So, but I do like them all. My favorite part, I don't think I've got there yet. I think I'm aiming for it. I think I'm close. I have a couple of goals that I'm trying to accomplish, but yeah, I'm trying to enjoy the journey. I do enjoy building stuff. I think my skill, like how well I've developed my skill, is probably something that I enjoy the most because I feel comfortable now. There's not anything that somebody can throw at me and I'm, like scared or nervous or anything. So I think just being comfortable is probably the best part of the journey. My name is Alfonso Hernandez, also known as the Piñata Man.
To keep up with the Piñata Man, follow him on Instagram at No Limit Piñatas. To place a custom piñata order, just DM him.